Hi, I'm Patrick Toner. I'm the director of Amharclann, which is a new theatre company in New Brunswick that is devoted to producing plays by Irish playwrights for New Brunswick audiences. Theatre, right now there's an impression that I can't put on a show. There's an impression that a show or a theatrical production has to be something that's done at the Imperial Theatre with very expensive costumes and sets, and it's outside the reach of most people to create. One of the things I want to do with Amharclann is I want to show that this is not something that you need to do only if you won the lottery, or if you have rich friends or a lot of sponsors. Theatre is something that anybody can do in a small space. It can be done outdoors. It doesn't need a lot of stuff to make a truly meaningful experience. I think that's what we have right now with Faith Healer. With Faith Healer is a very simple play. It's a play that really takes place in sort of one imaginary locality. It involves only 3 characters. One is Frank, who is the Faith Healer, and his wife is Grace, who is his long-suffering wife, sort of manager, kind of tags along and tries to have a relationship with him while he's on the road. And the third person in this family is Teddy, who's their manager. The play works because it strips down kind of a human relationship to that most essential unit, which is that of the family. What we see when we see Grace and Frank and Teddy on the road in the van is we see a scenario that's a lot similar to having like a small family. And they're interacting really at various times, when they're talking about their lives on stage together.
We went out in the yard. It was almost done then. I gripped him by the elbow. "For Christ's sake, Frank, please. For my sake." And he looked at me. No, not at me. Not at me, past me, beyond me with those damn benign eyes of his.
So what people are seeing when they see this production is they're not seeing a realistic space or even a realistic time. What they're seeing are realistic characters that are projected on this kind of imaginary canvas. I don't think St. John Theatre audiences have seen anything quite like this before. And I hope a lot of people are going to come and get different things from this production. One of the things that I hope they appreciate is the genius of modern Irish playwrights. It stretches back over 100 years, this modern Irish theatrical tradition. But Brian Friel is still living. He's considered, in fact, Ireland's greatest living playwright. So that's number one, is I hope they get a sense of how good Irish theatre is. And I also want them to get a sense that theatre doesn't have to be something grand that's put on a big stage. It's something that can be done in a space like this, the St. John Arts Centre, which is a great little space to do something. And I also want them to walk away with a sense of empowerment that they can put on a show like this if they get the right script. I mean, I don't have any particular training in theatre. I've been an actor before. I did a little bit of direction for summer stock theatre or whatever, but nothing too big. It's not like you need to be specialized in directing skills. You just need people around you who are enthusiastic and who can put something like this together, and I think that's what we're going to be doing. See you later. Come to the show.